Students, Saira, this is Megha Miss here, and today we will continue with our presentations. Welcome back. I hope everyone's exam went very well. We'll start with the session 6 of our lesson number 3, that is current electricity. As I told you in the last presentation, only sums are remaining from this chapter, students. So today we will solve these sums. Okay, textual sums will be solving. I hope you have went through this chapter also. You have studied some parts. You know circuit diagrams, resistors in parallel, resistors in series, Ohm's law. These are very important in this chapter. Please study, students. Okay, so we'll proceed. So question number 9, it is from your textbook. Solve the following problems. Okay, you're going to solve all these 3 sums are there. You're going to solve them in your notebook, science and notebook. Okay, if you wish, you can solve the solved examples also for the practice. Now the A sum. The resistance of a 1 meter long nichrome wire is 6 ohm. Okay, so resistance of a 1 meter long nichrome wire is given to you. If we reduce the length of the wire to 70 centimeter, what will be its resistance? That we have to calculate. Okay, students. So I hope simple sum you have understood. Okay, we'll proceed. First, now you have the given part. I have solved in my book and I have posted here. So you can also solve now same steps, same way you will do in your notebook. Okay. Given initial length of the nichrome wire, that is 1 meter. Okay, students, see I have written here 1 meter. Okay, resistance R1 I will take it as 6 ohm for that wire L1. L2 is the initial length of the second nichrome wire, means which is reduced one, right? That is 70 centimeter. Now one quantity is in meter, another is in centimeter. We cannot work in the calculation, so I have converted into 0.7 meter. Okay, I hope till here it's clear. Yes, to find resistance of 70 centimeter wire, that is R2, we have to find it out. Okay, we'll proceed, students. Now, what is our solution? You know this formula, we have studied this. R1 is equal to rho, we say it as rho L1 upon A. This we have taken for R1, okay. And next nichrome wire, we are taking it as, when it is reduced, it will become R2 is equal to rho L2 upon A. Okay, now what we will do, we will divide R1 upon R2. Now rho is a constant, so it will get cancelled out. You will get only L1 upon L2. A, whatever is the section area, right? A is your section area, cross section area, that will also be same, so that all quantities get cancelled out. So you will get R1 upon R2 is equal to L1 upon L2. Okay, when I cross multiply, students, what I am going to get, you can see here, R2 multiply by L1. Yes, you are getting this is equal to R1 into L2. I have just cross multiplied these two terms. Okay, what I am interested in, I am interested in finding R2, right? So R2 is equal to R1 multiply by L2 upon L1. Okay, students, now we will proceed. What we have the values for everyone? Yes, we will substitute them. R2 is equal to 6 into 0.7 upon 1. You have all the values. So what you are getting? 4.2 upon 1. That is your R2 value is 4.2 ohms. Okay, students, I hope very simple sum you have understood it. Okay, when you will solve it, you will understand it more better. Okay, don't forget to write the final answer. The resistance of 70 centimeter long nichrome wire is 4.2 ohm. Okay, students, I hope you understood this sum. Okay, we'll proceed to the second one. B1, when two resistors are connected in series, okay, their effective resistance is 80 ohms. Now two resistors, we are first connecting them in series. Its effective resistance we have, that is 80 ohms. When they are connected in parallel, their effective resistance is 20 ohms. Okay, it has been changed. What are the values of the two resistances? Means we are going to find how much is R1 and R2. Okay, resistances value. Okay, so see here. B, what is the B part? Given effective resistance in series. What is the effective resistance in series, students? 80 ohms, right? Yes. Effective resistance in parallel. What is that, students? 20 ohms. To find resistors, we have to find R1 and R2. We are going to find the resistor values. Okay. What formula, students, you will use? RS. Okay. Effective resistance in series is equal to R1 plus R2. And 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. Okay, for series and parallel, whatever formulas are there, we are going to use them. Okay, we'll just proceed. See here, solution Rs is equal to R1 plus R2. Okay, we are using the first formula for the series one. Okay, so 80 Rs value, no, 80 is equal to R1 plus R2. This is our first equation, we will take it as. Okay, then you have 1 upon Rp. This is for parallel, right? 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. Okay, now 1 upon Rp value, no, it is 20 given to you. So I have substituted that, is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. This step I am talking about. Okay, now can I cross multiply this? Yes. So what I have done, R2 plus R1. Okay, it is a plus sign in between. So what I have done, R2 plus R1 upon, down it will become multiplication, R1 R2. Okay, you know this simple cross multiplication. Okay, so that I have done here. I hope till here it is clear. Okay, we'll proceed. Now 1 upon 20 is equal to, now you know R2 plus R1 or R1 plus R2. We have seen its value is 80. We got it from equation 1. Yes, so that 80 I have substituted. Can you see here up 80 upon R1 R2, which you don't know, multiplication or their values you don't know, so we'll write it as it is. Okay, now can I multiply this 20 and this 80? Yes, so R1 R2 is equal to 80 into 20. Okay, R1 R2 is equal to 1600 you're getting. Okay, 1600 you're getting it. Yes, so R1 is equal to, can I take this R2 down below here? Yes, it can go in division. Okay, so R1 is equal to 1600 upon R2. Okay, simply I want R1, I wanted to substitute somewhere, so I have done it like that. Okay, now what we are going to do, students, when all these steps you will solve in the notebook, now you will understand it very clearly. Okay, substituting R1 in 1, in equation 1 which we have taken. Okay, we will just substitute, we will see which is that equation. See, this is this equation, that is 80 is equal to R1 plus R2. Yes, this is our first equation, we have written it. Now you know R1, now only you have got it, R1 value 1600 upon R2. I substituted that, plus R2 is as it is, and 80 also as it is I have written. Okay, now what we are going to do is, students, we are going to multiply throughout by R2. Can you see 80 into R2 I have done? Then again R2 1600 upon R2 multiply by R2. So can this R2 and R2 get cancelled out? Yes, and here it will become R2 multiplied by R2, which will become R2 square. Yes, these two multiplications will become R2 square. Okay, because they are in multiplication with each other. Here it is nothing but a multiply sign. Okay, I hope till here it is clear. That means I am multiplying throughout by R2 to this equation. Okay, which equation I have multiplied? This equation. Okay, so we'll just see, proceed. Okay, students, we'll just see. Okay, now see here, just a moment. Yes, now what it will become? 80 R2. Okay, as I have multiplied by R2, it will become 80 R2 is equal to 1600 plus R2 square, as I told you. Okay, now you can see this is in the form of an equation which you can solve it. So R2 square plus 1600, this as it is I have written it here. This I am bringing this side, so it will become minus 80 R square. Here it is positive 80, when it will come to this side it will become negative 80. Yes, so negative 80 R2 is equal to 0. Okay, now we'll just see the next steps what we have done. Okay, now see here, R2 square, yes, minus, see this step, R2 square minus this minus 80 R2 I have taken in between, plus 1600. Can you see this is a form of an equation? Yes, which you can solve. Now 1600, we are going to find the factors. What? 40 into 40 you can have, and 40 plus 40 is 80. Okay, so can I do that? Yes. So what it will be? R2, yes, square minus 40 R2 minus 40 R2 plus 1600 is equal to 0. A type of an quadratic equations which you have studied. Okay, now R2 I'll take common, from this 2 I'll take some common, and from this 2 I will solve, right? So what I am getting? R2 this you will get R2 in bracket R2 minus 40 minus this sign as it is 40. I have taken common in this both. Okay, I'll just show you properly again. Okay, now see here in this, if you see here 40 I have taken common here. What is remaining? R2. Okay, and as this is minus, in between also it will come a minus sign, because minus and minus will become this plus sign. Okay, 40, because 40 into 40 will become 1600, right, is equal to 0. So what are the two brackets you are getting? R2 minus 40 and R2 minus 40 is equal to 0. So both are same. So can I take it once? Yes, I can take it once. So I have taken R2 minus 40 is equal to 0. Can you see this step what I have taken? Once only I took. So if I want to find this R2, this minus 40, when it goes to this side, it will become plus 40. So what is the students? The value for R2 I am getting 40 ohms. Okay, did you understand till here? You solve this equation, you will understand when you do it on your own. Okay, we'll proceed. Substituting value of R2 in equation 1. R1 plus R2 is equal to 80. This is our first equation. Now you have got the R2 value, that was 40. So R1 plus 40 is equal to 80. This plus 40 when goes to this side, minus 40. 80 minus 40 is again 40 ohms. Okay students, so what we have understood from this, the two values of our R1 and R2 is 40 ohms. R1 is also 40 ohm and R2 is also 40 ohm. Final answer I want you to write on your own when you solve it in your notebook. Final answer is important. I hope the sum is clear to you. Okay, should we proceed? Okay, now the C sum. If a charge of 420 coulomb, Siemens coulomb, flows through a conducting wire in 5 minutes, what is the value of the current? We have to find the value of I. Okay, so we will see. Charge is given to us, time is given to us. Okay, very simple sum. Now you know what is the given part to you. Charge is given. Can you see I have written Q is equal to, charge Q is equal to 420 coulomb. Okay, what is the time students given to you? T is equal to 5 minutes, which I have converted to seconds. It will become 300 seconds. Okay, here it is. Simple. To find current, we have to find solution. You have the formula I is equal to Q upon T. We have substituted the values, and what is the value we are getting for the I students? For I is equal to 420 upon 300. When you solve it, I value will be equal to 1.4 ampere. Okay, current unit will be ampere. Okay students, very simple sums. Only here conversion of time, which we have to convert from minutes to seconds. Okay, and simple formula you are going to use, that is I is equal to Q upon T. Okay, I hope the sums which we have solved, all the three sums, you have understood them clearly. You will solve it. I hope you will solve it in your notebook and practice them. Okay students, so for today I'll stop it here. We have completed now the chapter number 3, that is current electricity. Okay, next presentation we are going to start with a new chapter. Okay, so take care students. Sai Ram.